Hi, this is Jolie once more. I'm Jolie from Happy Heart Arts, and this is the last night, Monday of the weekend market. So yeah, I'm doing one more demo, and hopefully you enjoyed this past weekend's, um, you know, demos and live streams and products from the market. So yeah, hopefully you had a really good time, and I know I had a really good time sharing my work and stuff like that, my drawings, my paintings, and doing these live demos for over the weekend. So I'm glad to do one more to wrap it up. So yeah, so tonight I plan to do a couple more paintings and show a couple different techniques. There we go, techniques. One of my favorite techniques, I forgot about mentioning this the other day, was using, and it's going to sound weird, woohoo, a roller to roll the colors to blend them instead of using a brush. Yesterday I used a brush for part of one of my techniques. I might use that again, my brand new fan brush. So it was a little big for this canvas size, or the 10 by 10. This is 8 by 10, but yeah, I might use this again. But for this next piece, but for the first one, I'm going to use this one. So, anyways, I might as well get started. So yeah, all right. The colors I plan to use tonight are blue. Trying to think what color blue. It's a phthalo. Well, it's a phthalo Yeah. Anyways, blue, and I'm going to use naphthol, crimson red. I'm skipping the first word, and I'm using a nice little cadmium yellow medium, so a nice little bit of yellow, and I'm going to use a little bit of white. I'll start off with these colors. I'm going to use these colors on the background and blend them together with the roller. So normally I'm used to doing it flat, so we'll see how this goes. Doing it on doing it on the easel here. So yeah, so actually what I'm going to do is I'll show you right here. Whoop, I got paint on my finger, but no big deal. I'm going to put paint on the bottom. So I'm going to start, got a nice little medium-ish thick. So I'm going to put dots of paint on here, which are, I got paint all over the place. I'm being a little messy. Yeah, I got blue in the sky. Yeah. And it's going to drip. I'm going to be weird. And I'm going to try to be fast before it all drips. All right. I'm going to tip again my red. All right, let me put this down. I'm going to put my yellow. Uh-oh, what if I have enough yellow in here? There we go, some yellow. I can put another yellow dot here. Because I must admit, I want the yellow to mix into my, I don't know if you can see, there's the yellow. I want to mix into my white when I blend it. My blue is dripping a lot. That's part of the reason why I'm holding it at this angle for right now. Here's my white. Alright. I'm going to roller this out a little bit, and then I'm going to put it back up on that easel. There we go. Alrighty. Yay! Yeah. Alright, need some more blue paint. Despite all that dripping. Alright, so who knew? Trying to roller on an easel with an edge there, with a lip, does not work that well. Like I said, I normally do this, I would normally do this with it lying down. So that way, I feel like lying down like this on the floor. And so I can just roll it right off the edge. Alright. I need some more of that beautiful blue. Blue. Glorious blue. Alright. Got enough blue. So I'm going to put some more right here on the canvas. Yeah, I'm painting right on the canvas. I like one of my favorite styles. Painting right on the canvas. Putting the paint right on the canvas. Sorry, not painting right. Putting paint right on the canvas. And then going from there to see what will happen. All right, I need to wipe this off a little bit. So that way I can start off with like a roughly clean utensil. I don't want that much of the. It will mix, yeah, the blue and the red. The point is, I'm going to mix the blue and the red, but I want to start off with it kind of cleaned off as much as possible, so that way, it's not. It'll start off. I'll maintain some of the red as long as possible before I start blending. I should have dampened my rag, but oh well. I'm just going to see what will happen. All right, so here's my red. Just going back and forth here. Then I'm just going to lower it to start blending in the color. There we go. Yeah. Whoop. Get rid of that. Oh. Cool. Cool effect, yeah? Yeah. Alright. Now I'm going to clean this again. So that way I have a clean surface to work. Cleanish surface here to start off with. And then I'll start I'll do the yellow. And then probably the yellow at the top. Yeah, sadly I'm going to have, because my figure had paint on it. Yes, sirree. I got blue paint, not where I really wanted it, but it's all good. It's a skyscape. An abstract skyscape. Yeah. Alrighty. Actually, I'm going to wet this a little bit more. Okay, I want to get some of that, a little bit more of the paint off of here. There we go. Alright, feel better. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, this particular, got plenty of paper towel. This particular roller has a nice little pattern in it. Unintentionally made, but when it got that way, I was like, oh, I'm not going to throw it away. I want to keep it. Yeah, alright. I need more yellow. I didn't put enough paint on my. That's right. I was out of low in the yellow. All right. I'm gonna use a different yellow here. This is low. I don't feel like struggling to get it out of the tube. So this is a slightly brighter yellow. This is a warmer yellow. They're both yellow, but I think this must have a little bit of red in it because they're not the same. Lemon yellow, sunshine yellow, yellow. All right. This one is described. This particular yellow is called primary yellow. I guess this is a true yellow. Anyways, and this was cadmium yellow medium, so it'd be a little deeper. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just going to use this other yellow because it should be easier to get out of the tube. And yeah, I'm going to have the slightly brighter yellow in between. Technically, I should be like, oh, keep the warmer yellow at the bottom closer to the red because it's the. But I'm just going to mix them anyways. Put them in the wrong order because I don't have to keep it in a certain order. I don't know if you noticed earlier, but like my roller here has red paint at the bottom and yellow at the top. And when I was doing that yellow here at the top, I flipped it so I could keep the yellow, rolling the yellow here at the top without getting that red in there. Ooh, and look, my yellow is dripping. So anyways, red at the bottom to be where the red is at, and yellow closer to the top here. Alrighty. It's still going to blend in and blend my red right on out. I'd have to go back and add more yellow. Need more red later. Oops, and my roller for some reason is not smooth. Rolling, it's just going back and forth there. Great. There you go. It stopped rolling there for a smidge, y'all. Actually, it still stopped rolling. But I got so much paint on here, it's dragging it back and forth, beautiful. It's dragging it back and forth. So, yeah. Alright, we'll clean this again and start blending in that white. Yeah, so forgive me here. Let's see. Yeah, well, hope everybody had a beautiful day. The sunshine was nice and bright here where I live, outside. Um, yeah, temperatures are cold. No snow, but we definitely have temperatures are in the well, they were in the 30s yesterday. Um, Trying to think. Yeah, we had rain over Saturday, and then the temperatures were in the 30s. We lucked out, no snow. Um, and whatever remained of any rain, like puddles, some of them were frozen because we had some ice in our driveway in the morning yesterday. I'm trying to think. How warm was it today? Feels like it was still cold today, but not quite as cold. Um, yeah, that was a nice day. The sun was out and shining. It was a good day. I'd love to say I saw a beautiful sunset, but no, I didn't see a beautiful sunset. I was home before the sunset, so. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna blend this white in. Just go back and forth where the white is at, and it is. Wow, my roller is giving me issues today. There we go. Now it's gets getting stuck, which is really weird. I'll add a little more white paint. Sorry, I realized the colors seem to be. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I change my light here. If that will help you to see. I know I made it a little darker, but I wanted you to see there's paint on the canvas after all. See that yellow? Yes. So, yeah, I was overexposing you guys a little bit. It was too bright, and so the white areas and even the yellow was glaring out. I don't think that's the proper word, but I'm just going to use the word glaring out. But basically, the sections were overexposed. So the white was looking too, all white, and the yellow was looking too white. So you guys couldn't see it. So by lowering the light, making it darker, it made it easier for you guys to see the colors that were there. Yeah. All right, I'm going to wipe this again. All right, so that basically is my background. My blended color. I think I want to blend it a little bit more. That red and the yellow. I want to blend it a little bit more. When I do my next one, I think hopefully I remember not to do the same colors, but I really like red, blue, and then I throw in some yellow. So I will. Oh, I got a trash bag right here. Boom. Prepared. Yes. Let me like this. I want to blend that in a little bit. Roller it together. Using the roller to blend the red and the yellow line. So let me wipe. So I'm wiping this off. Little the edges got paint on it. Blended a little too much in, so I'm gonna wipe the sides off too, so I don't get too much smudge in my yellow. But, all right. Anyways, thank you for being patient while I wipe this down. And all right. There we go. There we go. Feel much better. Yeah, cool. Yeah, good. My roller's not rolling. Sorry, y'all. So it's creating really weird. It's sliding the paint versus rolling the paint, which is getting really weird effects. But hey, sometimes those weird effects are cool. All right. Well, I'm giving up on the roller. Well, I got some nice effects going on with the white, yellow, red, and blue. All right. So let's see. I got my spatulas out. I've got paint to pour, to write with. Problem is sometimes I make this beautiful background going, oh, I love the background. Yeah, but this background's kind of boring. So let's see here. Time to play. Yeah, all right. Putting that away for now. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, grab my spatulas. Pulled out a bunch of fun different spatulas. But I think I'll use, this is my handy dandy one that's covered in paint that I like to use all the time. Let me move it, here we go. See all that paint? But I think this was slightly bigger. I'm trying to get it, there we go. So I'll use this. I got a nice small one. That's nice, yeah. Here's one. Oh, I like this. I've used this a few times. It has a wavy edge on one. Sorry, it has a wavy edge, and then has a flat side. That might be fun. Maybe I'll give this one a try. But I gotta figure what I want to do with this. Maybe I'll do this. There we go. Now I don't feel like it has to be a sunset. All right. Let's see. Do I want to play with this blue? Sorry, changed my mind here. Black. I'm just going to push this. All right. I'm going to put some black paint on here, y'all. I'm just squirted. All right, so I got my black paint on here. Let's see what happens. I will use my Groovy Doovy flat. Oh, it did show up on my sweater. Flat side and wavy side. So let's start there. Ooh. See that? Flat side, wavy side. Oh, that wave is cool. Oh. There we go. I did that. Let's see here. Wow, I've used this some, but not a lot, and I'm able to create something different than what I normally have created using my spatula, which I'm digging. I scratched a little too much away there. It looks like there's tons of paint. I probably need when you have that toothpaste and you need to squeeze, squeeze out the end. Yeah, I think mine is at that spot where I need one of the things to tighten it up and squeeze it out a bit. Okay, I dig that. I know I say words like dig that. Ooh, that feels good. Ooh, that looks good. It's more like feel good. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm going to lift this up because I want to draw a line. Got some paint on the bottom here. And have that do that. Have that do that there. Let's see. Could scrape it away too, get effects. I don't scrape away a lot. I'm surprised. Alright. But yeah, I can scrape away too, so you can see colors underneath. But right now, I'm like doing this. Ooh. All right, let's see here. What I want to put on top of this black. Let's see. Ooh, I got that white. I got that white. Ooh. All right, let's see. Where's my wavy? Here it is. This may or may not work. Excuse me. Sorry about that. My nose itched. I'm trying to. I want to figure. I want to put the wave. I want to put the white in the wave. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I've put paint on the edge before, but it's usually been a smooth edge. So we'll see if this works with trying to put the white wave and white paint in the wave. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I'll just say that. It's interesting. Yeah, I'll just say that. It's interesting. Let's see here. Let's see. I think I might use that nice little tiny spatula to put dabs of color and spots. Let's see. It's more like I'm trying to, like, because I have this white and yellow with these warmer colors and bright colors that jump, and then I have this blue and blue and black, low contrast, colder and darker. On my left here, maybe you're right, but left. I'm adding some white, so that way there's something on both sides, so I can look like, oh, okay, you got white here, and your eye will go, oh, there's white on this side too. So that's part of the reason why, and also to brighten up that dark, so it's not just like, ooh, this dark. So I mean, like, yeah, you could do that and put a bright light, idea of a bright light, that's darkening a dark room. So, but basically, I wanted to put a little balance, but I have big old white here, and I want a little bit of white on this side. So that's why I put the white over there. So that way you see a little bit of bright on both sides. So with the black, I have to think about it if I feel like I need to put some blue. So sometimes I do step away, kind of like I'm doing, or I'll stop for a minute or two, and I'll look at the piece and decide how I feel. I should also think about compositionally, how does something work? But I think I feel it out. That something, like, sometimes I'll look at something visually and go, it doesn't feel right. It's probably because my mind is, I should probably just go through my 2D things and go, okay, is something wrong with the weight of the colors? Weight meaning dark colors look like they feel heavier. Light colors feel like they're lighter, and they also tend to feel like pull forward, versus dark colors feel like they pull back. That's part of the reason why a lot of times when someone you put that little white dot in the eyes, the reflection, you put that on the top because it pulls forward. Yeah, I know it's probably like a very weak example, but that's the only thing I can think of, to like that light in the eyes. That little white dot pulls the eye forward in a way, and that dark deep shadows will pull back. So yeah, a lot of times, the dark colors will look like, they're behind. Anyways, but with doing something like this, it'll flatten it out. Anyways, but yeah, or like layering things. You get the idea of something looks like it's behind something, literally and figuratively. All right. So now I'm just so technically I should be thinking about the drawing principles and painting principles and how things work visually. But more often than not, I'm not thinking about it in terms of going through the rules in my head. I probably should. It's more like I'm feeling it out, going, ooh, something doesn't feel right, and I can't always put my name on it. Put the name to it. My brain is just going, something doesn't feel right. So I'll play with something, and then it feels off balance. But Anyways, but yeah, it was just too dark, so I put the white on there to brighten it up because that's how it felt to me. Um, yeah, right now with the black on this side and this blue being so dark or darker, then this side because of the yellow, just in general, is just darker. It doesn't feel like I need necessarily to put any blue on this side. The red is kind of in the middle, so it's kind of like throwing me off there. But I think I'm gonna put a little red. Anyways, all my talking here. I really like this. I'm going, ooh, I like this. Um, but I think I might put a little red. But the problem is the moment you put something new on, it changes other aspects. So like if I'm going looking at this going, this feels balanced. My eye likes this. And then or if I'm like, I like everything, but like one little part and I add something, it changes it. Like it does. All right, I'll show you. Um, and then suddenly it's like my eye will like, well, I put that red. Do I need a red to balance it out? I might. So we'll find out, won't we? Ooh, I'm gonna use my little one. My little one. All right. So I'm putting some red because that's the color I want in my blue, and I'm gonna put it down here at the bottom. Um, just because I wanted red. Oh my gosh. I don't think I was, yeah, I wanted red. I just need to, well, yeah, I wanted red. And I keep touching my wet paint. Alright, so now we got my red here. That's just this red blob in the middle of blue. Ta-da! And I could suddenly be like, wow, it feels like it's not connected to anything. Or it could feel like it is connected. It could be like, oh, look, it brings my eye towards this red that's here. Yeah. See, now I'm going. So I got this nice red here, and maybe a little bit of red here. It'd be nice if I put a nice little triangle shape. Triangle shapes of something similar or points of interest will help the eye to move around the canvas in a nice little circle. At the right, I'm going to have a nice little red dot pattern that takes the eye right on up. Follow the dots, bum, 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 red, red, red. Yeah. But the black kind of traps you in there, but it's slightly high contrast. Da 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 da. Red, red. So I got this nice red section. Do I want a little red? Well, maybe. I'll just put a little dot of red. So let me clean my thing a little bit. Actually, I want to turn it upside down. Because what I want, I'm going to try something here. I'm going to turn this upside down. Because what I want to try to do is it's not going to work. But I'm going to put a red smudge, like I have here, at this end. But then hopefully that'll be like upside down balance. Yeah, which would be asymmetrical, because it wouldn't be symmetrical. Alright, let's see. Let me put some red. Oops, do the same thing. Put a little bit of red on the back of my blade. Put it right here. Yeah, just to add a little red to count, to be the opposite of the red on the other side. There we go. Alrighty, that feels, alright, that feels much, oh yeah, that feels much better. And interesting too. Nope, wrong one. Let's see here. How did I just strike that? There we go. Alright, so before I talked about, like, sometimes I look at an abstract and think, oh, yeah, that's right side up, that's right side down. So the blue, yeah. So here's how I had it, or here's how I originally had it. and then I was like, um, switching it up to make it not what is it? Not abstracted sunset, even though those are the colors I have in the background. And I switched it up and put my black on this way. And then I flipped it full 180 to put a little bit more red on the opposite end. But anyway, so here's the first. So here's one view. Here's another view. Here's putting the yellow on the bottom, which might not be a good idea. But yeah, it should be interesting. And then, of course, upside down. I act like there was a right side and down side. You know what? As I'm looking at it, as I look at my image on the camera, oops, there we go. I'm going to add something here. I liked that tool I used. I really like the stripes. Especially, I love this little, I'm going to add another stripe of black, actually. For some reason, I suddenly want that line to connect. Sometimes I just feel like, I don't know, I like lines. So I'm just going to add a line to connect. Sorry, my paint's not coming out of my tube. All right, let me try my other black. There we go. All right. I forgot there's 2 ways to take these lids off. All right, here we go. Wow, these tubes actually have less paint in them than I thought. There we go. Alrighty. And now we got some paint on it. So please forgive me to tip this a little bit so I can get the paint to the edge. There we go. Yeah. I don't know, it needed something versus, I'm not sure, it just needed something. Yeah, sorry. Just needed something to make it, I don't know, it was interesting, just needed a little more interest, needed to be a little bit more interesting, that's all. Alrighty, I think that'll be that for this. I'm gonna let it dry. A few years ago, gave myself a painting challenge where, where was it? Yeah, I gave myself a painting challenge where I was trying to do a small acrylic, it was 8x8, try to do a painting every day, and I did. I actually managed to do, for about 100 days, a painting every day, and I still kept painting after that too, but that original 100 days, I did it. It felt so good. Just to work on trying to create these abstract acrylics. And also, the point was to not only just do that painting, but to make something, but to do it all in that one sitting. So it had to be complete, or in my idea, complete. Sometimes I would do 2 because I would have painted it too fast. So that getting that painting fix was too short. So but yeah, so there's many a times I'll make one of these and I'll be like, all right, this is done. And there's a huge question mark because that sense of doneness doesn't always feel there. So I let it dry and then I'll look at it the next day and I'll add some more, or hopefully I don't have to add more. Excuse me, I'm going to put this on the ground. I have a protective covering on the ground to protect it. But yeah, a sense of doneness. So so during the 100 days, I was definitely making sure that I completed it and had a sense of doneness, and then I would not tweak anything. Nowadays, I'll allow myself to look at it again and maybe add a line or 2 of color. Like, for example, this piece that I finished yesterday, I didn't feel done. This upper corner didn't feel done. So you can't see it, but I added a couple image transfers here. Just two little strips about the size of a piece of tape. So they're there, and I might add a bar, kind of like I did these green bars here, but I'll do it in this yellow curve. No, it's not. It is unbleached titanium. I might put a little bar of unbleached titanium here, but I must admit when I added the transfers, it added a little bit more dark up in this corner, and I don't hate it as much. But it just felt like I had all this beautiful bright color and variety, and the blue felt empty. I know that sounds weird, but I remember just thinking it feels empty, like it's not going anywhere. Like you have all this wonderful color. I mean, could have been fun, and I do love this section of variety and color and pattern, but there's just something that was missing here, and I still think there is. But yeah, and I might do a bar, or I might put some dots. But yeah, so this might not be done, even though like it was done last night. This morning I was like, it's not done. And another piece that had that same feeling for not doneness was this one I did before the weekend. I had this all done, but I kept looking at it. I ended up adding these with my spatula, adding these blue lines, and it sat for a few days, and it still felt like not quite done. So I added can't see, but I added a couple more blue lines right here and darkened up one red line. No, not much. Almost added some iridescent bronze, but I'm much happier with this. I just liked it. I don't know. I really like this. It makes me think of flames. I really like. No, I don't really like flames. But there was something really nice about this color thing that makes me go, I like this. But yeah, I think it's done now. But a lot of times I realize sometimes I don't. Excuse me, I want to put this away. Sometimes I have to let something sit. I'll do something and I'll let it sit, and it'll feel. What is it? Sometimes I let it sit, and if I don't want to work on it anymore, that's how I know for sure it's done. Like for example, this piece I did last night, and whoops, sorry. There we go. There we go. And it feels done. I haven't looked at it and gone, oh, I need to add a little more red here. I need to add a more blue or add some gold. Oh, I shouldn't say that. But it feels good the way it is. I really like it. So that means I can, I can scan this or take a photo of it and put it on my website for sale. So yeah, so this feels done. That second piece I showed you, it finally feels done after a few days of. Because right, sometimes I'll put something aside, think it's done, and then it doesn't feel done. But there's sometimes I have a piece, like the one I just showed you. Sometimes I'll finish a piece, or I'll finish working on a piece, and it will sit there, and my brain will act like trying to think. It'll take me a few days. Like I'm working on a piece, and suddenly I'll stop working on the piece, and if a few days have gone by, and I look at it and it doesn't feel like anything needs to be changed, that's how I know it's done. So yeah, so sometimes I know right away, like, yeah, this is done. Sometimes I feel like I put it aside and feel like it's not done. And there's sometimes I put pieces away and I'm thinking is not done. And I realize I haven't worked on it for 5 days. And I realize, oh, well, I guess it is done because I haven't thought of anything that needs to happen to it. So yeah, anyways. That's the quirkiness of my brain. That's all I can say. All right. Let's see. I'm going to try a different black because those other two blacks I guess didn't have enough paint. So I'm going to try this black. Ooh, I forgot about that beautiful painter's gray from the other day. I'm going to do the painter's gray. All right. So forgive me here. All right. Oh, there we go. Painter's gray. I'll start with some painter's gray here. The blue based black. There we go. Blah, blah, blah. Red leather, yellow leather. Or is it red leather, yellow leather? Whatever. I used to do drama. That was a vocal warm up. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna put some yellow here on it. Just went squish, squirt, blah. Um, I'm not doing this very prettily. There we go. Ooh, I'm gonna grab a little green so it's ready to go. Alright, this time I'm just gonna use my spatula. Actually, one more color. I'm gonna use that titanium white. Yeah. The one that drips all over the place. But this time I'm gonna use my spatula. So yesterday I used fan brush to help spread out colors. This time I'm gonna try spreading out the colors with my spatula first. And I guess I'm gonna start with the titanium white because it's just dripping. Sorry, the unbleached titanium. There's a color called titanium white. That's all. It's white. I'm not sure if I have to call it titanium white, but I guess I could look it up. The history of colors names. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Oh, there's a spot that doesn't have it. So yeah. So you can use a brush to spread color around, but you can also use that roller like I showed to spread color across the canvas, and you can use the spatula too. Yep. So all three are legitimate methods for spreading and blending colors. All right, let me just spread out this yellow. Wow, look at that yellow and titanium together. Yeah, that was not a positive sound, y'all. Sorry. There's a little bit of titanium shape of titanium hidden underneath there. Funny. All right, let's see. It's written. Let's see. Spread this yellow down a little bit more. Alrighty, got my yellow on. Wash my blade off a bit. Alright, gonna do this red down here in the bottom. Let's see if that was spreading. Ah, there we go. See, I was like, I have tons of red. Why is it not spreading? Here we go. Put some of that titanium there. Alright, let's see what that looks like as it crashes. Crash. Is into the titanium. As you can see, I actually got some black on the back of my blade. So I got some nice accidental markings of black in my red there, which is cool. Let's see here. Alright, we're going to clean this off a little bit. Let's see here. Spread out my black. I think it's fun just to see what happened. Alright, let's see here now. Oh yeah, I think I put a little more of that titanium in that yellow. Oh, or maybe, huh? You know what? Actually, um, it's kind of cool. All right, let's see if I can get this white to work. Excuse me here, one moment. I'm going to my brain's going, it could use some blue too. I'm going, you're probably going, wait, she needs blue? Well, first, I need to put a little titanium in the top here because I want to look next to that yellow where I was like, titanium and yellow, why? All right, but I'm going to do it anyways. There we go. All right, got the titanium and yellow right there. Where's that? I got titanium. Here we go. I got some white here. Gonna put some white at the bottom. Just put it on the back of my blade. All right, so yeah, I have to tip this here, y'all. This is interesting. How that works. I'm going to take some of that white off and put a little more red. I guess I could have left it, unpainted, but I want to put some white paint there. Sorry, I didn't want to do that titanium. Put in more red. Got too much white. Put more red. Put more red, put more red, put more red. There we go. Alrighty. Da-da-da. Alright, let's see. Should I put it on the blade? Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see here now. I know I said blue. Maybe I will put a little blue in this somewhere. It doesn't have to be a lot. Next, I'm going to switch to that small blade. Bitch, I misplaced. Just that. Wow. I haven't gone anywhere. Oh, there it is. About to say I misplaced that little blade. I just wasn't looking hard enough. Alright. I don't like it's right. Yeah. I think you missed something when I haven't gone anywhere, right? Yeah. Let's see, where else do you want to put that blue? Yeah, this, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is missing. Yeah. Which is weird. I'm like, I had this really nice quiet that I don't want to mess with too much. Though I did just put some blue lines there. But this red needs something. I'm not sure what it is. Let me figure the red needs something. I keep thinking the red needs something. I don't know what it is. That's driving me crazy about this red. And I think I'm going to put one, I know where I'm going to put that one last dot of blue. It's probably not going to be seeable because it's black, blue on black, but I'll know it's there. Maybe right there. I don't know. Can't. Joe's like, I'm not feeling the blue. Probably should use a brighter blue. Yeah, probably use a brighter blue. Alrighty. Okay, all right. Maybe I'll put. I know I can't make up my mind today. All right, I do want. Maybe. Maybe I. That's probably that. I probably need to put a little bright lightness in that bottom corner to balance out all this brightness. I have no brightness down here. All right, so and some of the. Is the right yellow? Oh. I think I used this yellow. Forgot which yellow I used. Alright, let's see here. There we go. That's great. Not, hold on. Will that work? There we go. All right. So there you have it. I have, not sure what this is. But there you have it. Very different, stylistically, abstract, 10 by 10. I'll have to probably, that's probably the one with the ponder about. And then here's the other first one I did. All right, so, which I can't make up my mind which way it's going to be, right side up. It's this way or this way. But there's my 8 by 10, and then here's my, here, I know, I'm trying to make sure, I feel like I'm trying to mirror it, there we go. But here's my 10 by 10 abstract, which might get tweaked later. And then here's the one I did first for tonight. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me once again for painting, for this art demo, painting art demo with me, Jolie. My business is Happy Heart Arts, and my website is www.happyheartarts1513.com. Yes, the arts has an S, so happyheartarts1513.com. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I'll be back again. I'll be back for one of the markets coming up in May. So I'll see you then. Otherwise, have a great spring. Easter next Sunday. Happy Easter. Alrighty. Bye.